Hello boys and girls, a very good evening and welcome to this live refresher session for your IBPS PO Prelims Exam brought to you by TalentSprint. Like you all must be aware, this session is on reasoning ability where we shall be discussing the questions that were asked in the last All India mock exam, right? For the benefit of those who have recently enrolled in our program, let me mention that we conduct an All India mock exam every weekend, Saturday and Sunday, where you should participate in the exam. Which will be followed by a report from TIA. Now TIA is our digital learning advisor, or rather your digital learning advisor, who will share personalized feedback based on your performance. So that TIA report will be sent to you on Monday morning, which you can refer to and get an idea of how did you perform as against the nationwide competition, right? And then we will have live sessions from Monday through Saturday covering the questions that were asked in the All India mock exam. Right. So today's live session on reasoning ability will be covering the questions that were asked in the reasoning section of the last All India mock exam. I'm sure all of you must have fared well in the exam, right? And even if you haven't, don't worry. The only thing that you must make sure is from the last week's All India mock exam to the next All India mock exam, which is coming up on Saturday, you should not repeat your mistakes, right? Score doesn't really matter in my view. What matters is you don't repeat your mistakes. If you have learned that something you did in the exam was not right, ensure that that doesn't happen again. If you have learned or if you have understood that something that you did really helped you in the exam, then try to repeat it more often and maximize your score, right? Regular practice helps you in identifying what works best for you, and then that's what you should try to focus on. All right, so I think that's the idea. In general, if you ask me what is the approach for reasoning ability section, my answer in one phrase is choose your questions wisely. It is very, very critical when it comes to reasoning section of your exam, and more so because now we have only 20 minutes per section, right? In your IBPS PO Prelims exam, I'm sure even in the IBPS Clerks Prelims exam, the notification for which is expected soon, a similar pattern would be followed, right? So whether it is PO exam or the Clerks exam, I think since we have only 20 minutes for this reasoning section, you have to choose your questions wisely, and that means do not solve puzzles. We will solve puzzles as a part of our practice, but in the exam, solve the easier questions first, independent questions first, and then in whatever time is left out, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes, try to attempt one or two puzzles. Okay, so that's a strategy that we will have, or that you should ideally follow in your mock exams as well as in the real exam. So without wasting time anymore, let me quickly get started. I have all the 35 questions from the last week's paper. We shall start with the first one. Which is a puzzle actually, right? A very interesting puzzle. Here it talks about 7 cement manufacturing companies, all right, who are having their plant in 7 different places, and then these companies have made contract with some retail stores, 7 different retail stores, which are located again in 7 different places. So you have to do this mapping assignment, right? Find out which cement factory is located in which city, has a retail contract with which store, and that store is located in which city. Right, so overall 4 attributes, and it's a regular or a typical assignment based problem. So I'll present this question to you all. I'm sure all of you have tried it already, either in the exam or post exam, right? You should have got the solution yourself, but let's try it once again. So the question will be on your screens now, right? See what it says. The 7 cement manufacturing companies, Ambuja, Burnpur, Ramco, JSW, Wonder, Ultratech and Kesovam are having their plant in places namely Ranchi, Jaipur, Gandhinagar, Patna, Chennai, Kurnool and Hyderabad, not in the respective order, and the companies making contract with retail stores such as V-Sure, APW, THL and so on. These are located in places such as Bilaspur, Wayanad, Bangalore, Kohima, Mumbai, Ambattur and Mysore, not in the respective order, and then clues have been given to us. I would request all of you to stop trying it now and focus on the screen so that you learn the approach for solving such complex looking puzzles. Let me tell you, I am pretty clear that the best way to solve this in the preliminary exam would be to skip it, right? Do not even try to attempt this. Just leave it for the end. First solve the easier questions and then look at the other puzzles. Even when you start solving puzzles, look at the 3-4 puzzles that you have or 2-3 puzzles that you have and choose the one that you find to be easy to crack, right? Now this also could be an easy one, you never know. It's a long one, but sometimes a long puzzle would mean there's a lot of data available, which means it would be easy to fill the gaps, right? Anyway, so let's try this out. The puzzle is on 4 attributes. Basically, it's an assignment problem. You have to do the assignment. You have to assign various variables, different types of attributes to a particular sequence, right? In a particular sequence. So we have got 7 different cement companies from 7 different cities who have tied up with 7 different retail stores which belong to 7 different places. So overall 4 types of attributes and 7 of each. So let's see how do we crack this. Here we go. Now let me get some place to try it out myself. Yeah. Alright, so let's look at this. See what it says. The 7 cement manufacturing companies, Ambuja, Bonpur, Ramco, JSW, Wonder, Ultratech and Kesovam are having their plant in places namely Ranchi, Jaipur, Gandhinagar, Patna, Chennai, Kurnool and Hyderabad, not in the respective order. And the companies making contract with retail stores such as VShore, APW, THL, whatever, NMA, NSK, VPAR and PRS. And these retail stores are located in different places such as Bilaspur, Wayanad, Bangalore, Kohima, Mumbai, Ambattur and Mysore, not in the respective order. So we have got 4 types of attributes, right? We have got 7 cement manufacturing companies which are in 7 different places. They have tied up with 7 different retail stores which are again in 7 different places. So we have to assign all the attributes in the proper sequence. And a lot of clues have been given to us, right? Like the first clue says PRS and NMA are not in contract with Jaipur and Kurnool based companies respectively. Either Ambuja or Kesovam likes to contract with THL which is not located in Ambattur and Wayanad. Then second clue says the retail store which is located in Mumbai contract with the company that is located in Patna. So on. So I think what we shall do is one of these 4 attributes have to be listed down first, right? So let's maybe list down all the company names, right? So we have Ambuja. What I shall do is limited space here. Let me just try. So Ambuja. Then we have Burnpur, Ramco, JSW, Wonder, Ultratech, and we have Kesovam. Right, so I think this is fixed. We'll have to find out the locations of each of these, the partners of each of these, and their locations. Alright, so just trying to make a table so that it looks little legible. I mean, you don't have to waste your time drawing a table in the exam, but since I have limited space and have to explain it, I'm trying to put it in sequence. So we'll list down the locations here in the second column. Then in the third column we'll take the names of the retail stores, and in the fourth column we'll take the locations of those retail stores. Now let's try to make pictorial representation, right? Like I always say, the best way to solve such puzzles would be to make pictures. There are different statements given to you, right? First of all, we will fill the points which are directly given to us in this. See, total how many places do we have to fill? 7 times 3, 21. 21 spots have to be filled. Out of those 21, some points will be given directly. We will make a note of those. And then we will have to read the hidden lines or meanings in between them and then fill the gaps. Okay? So let's start with the first point. PRS and NMA are not in contract with Jaipur and Kurnool based companies respectively. Now the challenge is, neither do we know where is PRS and NMA and nor do we know where is Jaipur or Kurnool. So forget about it. This is not the best way to start. Either Ambuja or Kesovam likes to contract with THL, which is not located in Ambattur and Wayanad. So basically he says either Ambuja, which is already listed, or Kesovam will contract with THL, which is not located in Ambattur or Wayanad. Which here refers to what? THL. THL is not located in Ambattur or Wayanad. Again, this may not be a very good starting point. Maybe for Ambaju or Kesovam, we can note down. I mean, THL can either come here or here, right? But let's just see. Let's start with something which is very concrete. The retail store which is located in Mumbai contract with the company that is located in Patna. So basically, it says Mumbai will go along with Patna, right? Mumbai and Patna are together, right? The retail store located in Mumbai contract with Patna. So pictorially write this. So I can say Mumbai and Patna are together. So that's one point that I have to satisfy. So this has been read. So the idea is I don't have to visit the second statement again. I have a picture to explain that. Ultratech contracts with Wayanad based retail store and is not located in Chennai and Jaipur. So here is some useful information. Ultratech is contract with the Wayanad based retail store. Now here is Ultratech. It is in contract with the Wayanad based retail store. Yes or no? Wayanad based retail store. Now, which is that retail store, we do not know, but the location of that retail store is Wayanad and is not located in Chennai and Jaipur. Remember, Ultratech is not in Chennai or in Jaipur. Ultratech will not come. So basically, this will not be Chennai or Jaipur, right? So that also we know. Chennai and Jaipur cannot come here. Wayanad is fixed for Ultratech. Next point. VPAR is Bangalore based and Ambattur based retail stores does not deal with Kesavam and Ambuja. So another point we know is VPR is Bangalore based. So just make a note of it. VPR will go for Bangalore. And the Ambattur based retail store does not deal with Kesavan or Ambuja. So we'll come back to this part later. This point. Ambattur based retail store does not deal with Kesavam and Ambuja. Next, Ranchi and Gandhinagar based companies are making contract with Kohima and Mysore based retail stores respectively. So again, Ranchi and Gandhinagar is making contract with Kohima and Mysore based retail store respectively. So again, connections have been given to you. Ranchi will go with Kohima. Ranchi based company has contract with Kohima based retail store, and the Gandhinagar based company has contract with Mysore. So Gandhinagar based company has contract with Mysore. So all these 4 points have to be satisfied. So this has also been considered. Yeah, Ambuja is not serving to Kohima and Mumbai based retail stores. Remember, Ambuja is not serving to Kohima and Mumbai based retail stores. So basically, for Ambuja, Kohima and Mumbai cannot come. Kohima cannot come, Mumbai cannot come. See, I have very limited space here, so it may look a little cluttered and clumsy. I hope you are able to follow. All I am trying to do is make a note of what cannot come here. Right? Chennai and Jaipur cannot come here. Kohima and Mumbai cannot come here for Ambuja. Ramco is having plant in Hyderabad. So this point is also done. We have made a picture of the first point, and the second point is easy. Ramco is having plant in Hyderabad. So fix that. Ramco will have plant in Hyderabad. So this is done. JSW do not deal with retail stores of Bilaspur, Mumbai, and also VPR company. Right? JSW does not deal with Bilaspur and Mumbai. So Bilaspur cannot come in this row. Mumbai cannot come in this row. And what else cannot come? VPR also cannot come in this row for JSW, right? Bilaspur, Mumbai and VPR. This point is done, right? The Mumbai based APW does not contract with Wonder or Burnpur. Now look at this. This part is important. The Mumbai based APW. See, APW is one of the retail stores. It is Mumbai based, it says. So APW is connected to Mumbai, right? So the Mumbai based APW does not contract with Wonder and Burnpur. Now, if you try to observe, we have already connected Mumbai with Patna. Now it says Mumbai, the APW is based out of Mumbai. So I can say Mumbai, Patna and APW will be together. Yes or no? The Mumbai based APW does not contract with Wonder or Burnpur. So Burnpur, maybe we don't have Mumbai. See, we have already noted that Mumbai cannot come for Ambuja. Here Mumbai cannot come for Burnpur. And Mumbai cannot come for Wonder as well. You getting it? So Mumbai, Patna and APW, all three will be together. I think, is there a scope that we can fix it already? See, Mumbai cannot come for Ambuja, Mumbai cannot come for Burnpur. Ramco has already taken Hyderabad, so it cannot take Mumbai and Patna in that sequence, right? Mumbai cannot come for JSW, Mumbai cannot come for Wonder, and I think Ultra. So I think it has to come for Kesavam. There is no other choice. Look at this. I think we've already fixed it. If you observe this sequence, I mean, the retail store APW is based out of Mumbai and they take cement from Patna based cement company. So if you observe, we have to have three places available, Mumbai, Patna and APW, so that we can fix it. We already know that Ambuja does not take Mumbai, so ruled out. Burnpur does not deal with Mumbai, ruled out. Ramco, maybe Mumbai can come here, meaning Mumbai can come in the retail store location, but then it is not from Patna, it is from Hyderabad. You're getting it? Patna is the location of the cement factory. So this is Hyderabad already. So Patna cannot come here. So this is also ruled out. JSW is not from Mumbai. Wonder is also not dealing with Mumbai. Ultra may deal with, Ultra cannot deal with Mumbai because it has already got Wayanad connection. Right? Wayanad is a location, retail store location. So all the top 6 are ruled out for Mumbai. So Kesavam is the only one which is left out. So I can say Kesavam is from Patna. Right? It deals with APW and which is a Mumbai based store. So now it's fixed. Yes or no? Kesavam is fully done. Kesavam is from Patna, deals with APW, which is from Mumbai. Right? So now we don't even have to, this point was very useful basically. The Mumbai based APW does not contract with Wonder and Burnpur. Now Kesavam, which is located in Patna, doesn't deal with Chennai. So if you observe, this part of the data is actually redundant for us. We don't even need it. Let me highlight that. Kesavam, which is located in Patna, doesn't deal with Chennai. Do we need to worry about it? No, because I already know that Kesavam is located in Patna and it doesn't deal with Chennai, it deals with Mumbai. Yes or no? By any chance, let's say, even if you did not get this idea, whatever we have done previously, right? That Patna, APW, Mumbai will come for this. Even if you don't get that idea, immediately the next statement tells us that Kesavam, which is located in Patna. So Kesavam is located in Patna, meaning Patna comes here. So Mumbai comes here and APW comes here. That could have been fixed. But what is smart here is, even without reading the next statement, you could figure out that Patna is for this cement factory, or Mumbai will come in this sequence, in this row. That is where your intelligence highlights, right? I mean, that's what tells you that you are able to read the statements carefully and you are able to extract the information properly, right? Anyway, let's continue and fill the other points. So Kesavam is located in Patna, does not deal with Chennai, we already know that. Which deals with V-Shore retail store. Now which here refers to what? Chennai. Chennai deals with V-Shore retail store. Kesavam is located in Patna, doesn't deal with Chennai, and Chennai deals with V-Shore. So I can say V-Shore will come for Chennai. V-Shore is a retail store, it comes for Chennai, right? And VPAR will contract with Hyderabad based company. VPAR will contract with Hyderabad based company. So Hyderabad, we already know, Hyderabad is Ramco is in Hyderabad, right? VPAR will contract with Hyderabad. And we already know that VPR is in Bangalore. You see the second point. First point has already been used. This first point has been used, Mumbai wala point. Now VPR is in Bangalore, so this also is fixed. Write Bangalore here, right? So this point is done. Bilaspur based company is making deal with Wonder. Bilaspur based company is making deal with Wonder. So Wonder is not from Bilaspur, the Bilaspur based company. Remember, Bilaspur is the name of the retail store, location of the retail store. So the Bilaspur based company is making deal with Wonder, which is not located in Jaipur and Kurnool. Which here refers to what? Wonder. Wonder is not located in Jaipur and Kurnool. So for Wonder, you cannot have Jaipur and you cannot have Kurnool. Okay? Wonder cannot take Jaipur or Kurnool. This cannot have Jaipur or Kurnool. Then NSK is not from Mysore. NSK is not from Mysore. Remember, NSK is not from Mysore, and Ambattur. NSK is not from Mysore and Ambattur and makes deal with Burnpur company. Okay, so look at this. This retail store NSK is not from Mysore and Ambattur and makes deals with Burnpur company. Meaning NSK makes deal with Burnpur company. So Burnpur company is this, NSK comes here. But NSK is not from Mysore or Ambattur. So Mysore or Ambattur cannot come for Burnpur. Mysore cannot come here and Ambattur also cannot come here. So Mysore, Mumbai, Ambattur cannot come for Burnpur, but NSK is for Burnpur. So in the first reading of all these statements, we could fill whatever we have done so far. I think many of the retail store locations have been fixed, 3 retail stores have been fixed, and 2 of the cities have been fixed. And you have some pictures that you have noted, of which we have already used Mumbai, Patna, APW connection and VPR and Bangalore connection. Now try to fix the other things. For example, see if you can fix any of this. Ranchi and Kohima. Ranchi and Kohima, we know that Kohima cannot come in the first place, but Ranchi and Kohima can take this, or Ranchi and Kohima can take this. There are only 2 choices for Ranchi-Kohima combination, right? Either Ranchi-Kohima comes for Burnpur or Ranchi-Kohima comes for JSW. Because everywhere else, the cities are fixed. So 2 choices are there. Can something else be done? No. So I think, still 2 choices are there. Let's read the first point. See, go back to the first point. PRS and NMA are not in contract with Jaipur and Kurnool based company respectively. PRS is not with Jaipur, NMA is not with Kurnool, but that cannot be used as of now. Either Ambuja or Kesavam likes to contract with THL. Okay, let's use this point. Either Ambuja or Kesavam likes to contract with THL. See, I already know that Kesavam has contract with APW. Kesavam already has contract with APW, which means Ambuja will contract with THL. Ambuja will have contract with THL. Yes or no? Either Kesavam or Ambuja. Kesavam is already fixed. So either Kesavam or Ambuja likes to contract with THL, which is not located in Ambattur and Wayanad. Which means THL. THL is not located in Ambattur. So Ambattur cannot come here. And I will not worry about Wayanad because Wayanad is already fixed. So why do you have to worry? So Ambattur cannot come for THL. I think Ambattur also is used in many places, right? Ambattur cannot come for Ambuja. Ambattur cannot come for Burnpur. Yeah, so I think Ambattur has to come here. If you see, Ambattur is one of the locations of retail stores. Out of the 3 available places for retail store locations, we know that Ambatur cannot come for first row. Ambuja. Ambatur, you see, also cannot come for Banpur second row. So Ambatur has to come here. Yes or no? Ambatur has to come there. Right? Because Ambatur is ruled out for first and second. Yeah. Now I think we can fix this part. Ranchi and Kohima. See, we know that Kohima is one of the locations of retail stores. So Kohima should either come for first row or second row. But we know that Kohima cannot come for Ambuja. So Kohima has to come for NSK. Yes or no? And if Kohima comes for NSK, then Ranchi will come for Banpur. So this part is also done. Right? What else do we know? Then only one location is left out. Out of the retail store locations, you see, we have already fixed Bilaspur, we have fixed Wayanad, we have fixed Bangalore, we have fixed Kohima, Mumbai, Ambattur. Only Mysore is left out. Mysore has to come here for THL. Yes or no? And we know that Mysore is connected to Gandhinagar. So Gandhinagar has to come for Ambuja. So I think 1, 2, 3, 4 rows are done. In the remaining 3 rows, JSW, Wonder and Ultra, we have to fix the things. Okay, now find out what else do we know. Okay, look at this. We know that Jaipur cannot come for Ultra. You see, Jaipur cannot come for Ultra. Jaipur cannot come for Wonder. So Jaipur has to come for JSW. Yes or no? Out of the 3 things left out, see, if you are getting confused, find out which are the 3 locations left out. We have already fixed Gandhinagar, Ranchi, Hyderabad. Out of the places, Ranchi is fixed, Gandhinagar is fixed, Hyderabad is fixed, and Patna is fixed. What are left out? Jaipur, Chennai, and Kurnool. If you observe, we know that Jaipur cannot come for Ultra, and we also know that Jaipur cannot come for Wonder. So Jaipur has to come for JSW. So Jaipur is also done. Next, what else is left? Chennai and Kurnool. We know that Chennai cannot come for Ultra. Chennai cannot come for Ultra. So Chennai has to come here. And then finally Kurnool has to come here. So done. The locations are all done. Both locations of retail stores as well as locations of the cement plants are done. Now only 3 more retail stores have to be fixed. Find out which 3 retail stores. I think we know that Vshore is for Chennai. Vshore is for Chennai. So Chennai is here. Vshore comes here. Right? Next, we know that VPAR. VPAR is already fixed for Hyderabad, right? So which are the 2 retail stores left out? Find out. We have fixed Vshore. We have fixed APW. Yes. We have fixed THL. NMA is not fixed. NSK is fixed. VPAR is fixed. And PRS is not fixed. And both PRS and NMA are used in the first statement. So I think we'll be able to close it. PRS and NMA are not in contract with Jaipur and Kurnool based companies respectively. So PRS is not in contact with Jaipur. PRS is not in contract with Jaipur. So PRS cannot come here because it has no contract with Jaipur. So PRS has to come here. And similarly, he says NMA is not in contract with Kurnool. They are not in contract. Remember, NMA is not in contract with Kurnool. NMA should not come for Kurnool. So NMA comes here. And we are done. So this is the final arrangement. I think in one attempt we could get it. I am clear that this was actually an easy puzzle. Right? Because most of the information was given there. Indirectly, most of the information given. So I think the moral of the story still remains the same. Right? The moral of the story still is that you have to first fill the points which are directly given to you. Right? All that is possible. And then whatever statements you read, right, try to make pictures of those statements. Picture doesn't try to connect, do the connections, so that it becomes easy for you to fill the gaps. Reading the statements again and again will be time consuming. Right? Reading statements again and again time consuming, and it becomes easier. Pictorially it always becomes easier. Right? So I think that's about the solution. Let's quickly look at the questions that were asked. I think 4 or 5 questions must have been asked. Yes. The first question, which of the following is Ambattur based retail store? I think I'll have to go back. Ambattur based retail store is NMA, option 4. Which combination is correct? Wonder Vshore. Let's check. Wonder Vshore JSW PRS. Wonder Vshore, is it correct? Yes, Wonder Vshore is correct. This combination is correct. So I think first option itself is the answer. Always before marking first option, we check. Sometimes what happens, they'll say 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 1, 2 and 3. But here that kind of combination is not there, right? It is also possible that second option is also correct. And then fourth option says both 1 and 2 are correct. So you have to be careful about that. But since combination of options has not been given here, we don't have to worry about it. Next, Ultratech is located in which place? Okay, so 2 questions we'll try to find out answers to. Ultratech is which place and NMA is contract with which company? Ultratech is located in Kurnool and NMA is in contract with JSW. Yes or no? So Ultratech is Kurnool and NMA is in contract with JSW. Yeah. The companies from Ranchi and Jaipur are respectively. Ranchi and Jaipur respectively. So Ranchi is Burnpur and Jaipur is again JSW. Burnpur and JSW. Burnpur and JSW, option 1. You see, answering the questions here is a cakewalk. As usual, always. Answering the questions is very, very easy. All you have to do is the puzzle, the assignment or the arrangement has to be done in a proper fashion. So I think key points are read in between the lines, right? What matters is not what is directly given to you. How you extract the indirect information is important, right? And the start is very, very important. How do you start a puzzle? Different types of puzzles have different approaches. And those different types of approaches you learn only through practice, right? There is no standard set of rules that have to be followed. Okay, try to find out statements or try to find out words which have been used more commonly in the puzzle. That will help you connect various things, right? For example, in this puzzle, if I see, I think Mumbai was very commonly used, right? This is not from Mumbai, this is not from Mumbai, this is not from Mumbai, this is not from Mumbai. So I know that Mumbai cannot come in those 4 places. So Mumbai has to come in one of the remaining 3 places. That way it helps you close the gaps faster and easy. Okay? Let us now move to the next set of questions. So I think next we have, let's take up a few questions from blood relations. These are also asked in your IBPS PO Prelims Exam. Here we go. Look at these questions. Try to answer these questions now. Some directions have been given, followed by 2 questions. Let's see how many of you get the right answers. You just have about 1 minute for this. You cannot be spending more time. Done? Alright, here we go. Look at it. Directions. K is the sister of S. So make a note of it. K is the sister of S. Draw the family tree, right? K is the sister. K is the sister of S. Same generation. K is female. S is married to M. S is married to M. So we will use a double-headed arrow. This indicates that it's a couple. But whose husband and whose wife is not known yet. Then M is father of R. M is father of R meaning M is male. Right? M is father of R, so M is male. And obviously if M is male, S has to be female. So now we know S is the wife and M is the husband. M is the father of R. M is the father of R. Right? R. Now R's gender is not known to us yet. Right? Don't assume that if M is the father of R, R is the son of M. R can be son or daughter. Both are possible. Right? Q is the son of P. Now the challenge is neither Q nor P have been marked so far in the family tree. So leave the statement for time being. Move to the next point. S is the mother-in-law of P. S is the mother-in-law of P. Now S is the mother-in-law of P meaning what? See, S is here. Mother-in-law means, P's spouse's mother. P's spouse's mother, but P has not been marked here. So it is possible that P is married to R. It is possible that P is married to R and then S becomes the mother-in-law of P. Yeah? But it is also possible that they have one more child. See, we do not know if this is the only child they have got, right? S and M have got one child R, but it could be possible that there are other children also. So in that case, we have to figure out who exactly is the spouse of P. So this statement also we leave it for time being, right? Move to the next point. M has only one son and no daughter. Okay, this gives us the clarity. M, you see M is this person, father. This person M has only one son and no daughter, meaning they have only one child. They have only one son and no daughter. And that son has to be R. There is no other choice, right? Because they already have one kid here. And the data says they have got only one son and no daughter. So R is the kid. And then obviously P becomes the wife of R. Because S is the mother-in-law of P. So S has got only one child R. And his wife has to be P. Only then S can become the mother-in-law of P. Right? Now you see Q is the son of P. Q is the son of P. The previous statement also can be used. Q is the son of P. P is here. Q is the son of P. Right? K is married to T. K is married to T. So very simple. K is married to T. Double-headed arrow. T is the husband. N is the daughter of K. N is the daughter of K. N is the daughter of K. I think pretty straightforward. You just have to connect the diagram. Connect the relations and find out the tree there. Now how is P related to M? How is P related to M? P related to M. See, M's son's wife. Son's wife is daughter-in-law. Yes or no? How is P related to M? P is the daughter-in-law of M. Your son's wife is your daughter-in-law. Next question. Look at the next one. How is K related to R? How is K related to R? K and R. So R's father's, or rather R's mother's sister. R's mother is S. Her sister is K. Your mother's sister is your aunt. So K is the aunt of R. K is the aunt of R. R is the nephew of K. Be careful. How is K related to R and how is R related to K? We'll have 2 different answers. Right? K is the aunt of R. R is the nephew of K. How is K related to R? K is the aunt of R. Option 3. So I think for both the questions the answer would be option 3. Simple. Okay, there's one more question. Let's do this. A is the daughter of F. A is the daughter of F. Simple. A is the daughter of F. H is married to F. H is married to F. So H and F are married couple. F is the brother of B. F is the brother. So F is male, meaning H is female. F is the brother of B. Q is married to A. Q is married to A. Right? So Q will be the husband of A, obviously, because A is female. How is H related to Q? How is H related to Q? H related to Q. Q's wife's mother. Your wife's mother is your mother-in-law, right? How is H related to Q? Q's wife's mother. Your wife's mother is your mother-in-law. So H is the mother-in-law of Q. H is the mother-in-law of Q. I think these are very simple questions. You should not spend more than 10 seconds to arrive at the answer. You just have to connect those branches very quickly, get the tree, and then find out the relationship. Yeah. Okay. Let's take up the next one. We have one more puzzle. Let's try this. This is about a linear arrangement basically. There are 7 different coffee shops A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, which sold coffee on each day starting from Monday to Sunday of the same week, not necessarily in the same order. The number of coffee cups sold by the 7 different coffee shops are different. So we have 7 different coffee shops, 7 different days of the week, and 7 different numbers. You have to do the linear arrangement. So I would actually say there are only 2 attributes along with the arrangement. See, Monday to Sunday is fixed. That sequence is fixed. You cannot play with it. The only things that have to be fixed there is the coffee shop which sells on which day and what is the number of coffee cups that they have sold. Right? So let me present the data to you. You have 5 minutes for this again. Your clock starts now. Looks like a simple one. Usually puzzles where we have to do a weekly arrangement are easier to crack, my general observation. But even these can be made complicated if required. Anyway, try it out. Let's see how many of you get the right answer. Alright, here we go. So here's the next question. Look at what it says. Study the following information carefully and answer the question given below. There are 7 different coffee shops A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, which sold coffee on each day starting from Monday to Sunday, right? We sold coffee one on each day, starting from Monday to Sunday, meaning each shop sells coffee on one particular day from Monday to Sunday of the same week, right? So 7 days and 7 coffee shops basically, but not necessarily in the same order, of course. Otherwise, why will it be a puzzle? Now, the number of coffee cups sold by the 7 coffee shops in 7 different days of a same week are 100, 77, 68, 81, 118, 53 and 106. Again, not necessarily the same order. So basically each shop sells coffee on one particular day and they have sold different number of coffee cups. 100, 77, 68 and so on. So basically that is the assignment we have got. Monday through Sunday, find out which coffee shop is involved and how many cups did they sell. Clues have been given to us. D sold 77 cups of coffee and so on. Right? So let's start working on this. Yeah, I think I'll take it here. Simple. List down Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Right? The approach is simple. Fix the days first. Because there's no other point in trying to fix the coffee shop names and stuff like that. Fix the days first and then play with the numbers. So the first clue given here was D sold 77 cups. D sold 77 cups. That's straight. D and 77 will go together. Remember, wherever it comes. 53 cups of coffee is being sold by B. So B sold 53 cups. And B sold 53 wherever we have B. 81 coffee cups were sold on Wednesday. So simple. 81 were sold on Wednesday. 81 is sold on Wednesday. And 3 days after Wednesday, B sold the coffee. And 3 days after Wednesday, B sold the coffee. You see, 81 were sold on Wednesday. And 3 days after Wednesday, B sold the coffee. So 1, 2 and 3. 3 days after Wednesday would mean Saturday. B sold it on Saturday. And we already know that B sold 53. So fix 53 here. Right? So it's day after Wednesday, 2 days after Wednesday, 3 days after Wednesday. That's the idea. So B sold it on Saturday and B sold 53 from the previous clue that we had. Shop which sells 68 cups of coffee does not sell it either on Monday or Thursday. So 68 will not go for Monday or Thursday. So make a note of it. 68 cannot come for Monday. 68 cannot come for Thursday. On Thursday, a shop sold 118 coffee cups. Simple. 118 comes for Thursday. And on the day after Thursday, F sold 106 coffee cups. And on the day after Thursday, what is day after Thursday? Friday. Friday, F sold 106. So Friday, it is 106 sold by F. Straight. Yeah. G sold 81 cups of coffee. G sold 81. So remember, G sold 81. Wherever G comes, it sold 81. Right? G sold 81. while the shop which sold 100 cups of coffee does not sell it either on Monday or Sunday. So G sold 81 wherever it comes, and the shop which sold 100 does not sell it on Monday or Sunday. So 100 cannot come for Monday, 100 cannot come for Sunday. Yeah. See, if you observe, there are only three possibilities for G. G81 can either come for Monday, because for G81 to come, both the places have to be vacant. The number of coffee cups and number of and the shop name both have to be open. So Monday is open fully, Tuesday is open fully, Sunday is open fully. Everything else has either got a number or a name already. Similarly, D77 also can come only for Monday or Tuesday or Sunday. Anyway, next point. I think I already know that I can fix the number of coffee cups for all the places. See, if you observe, we know that 100 cannot come for Sunday and 100 cannot come for Monday. So the only place available for 100 is Tuesday. Yes or no? 100 is one of the numbers. It says 100 cannot come for Tuesday. 100 cannot come for Monday. 100 cannot come for Sunday. So 100 has to come on Tuesday. So I think G can be fixed directly. Now if you see, 100 is fixed for Tuesday because 100 cannot come on Monday or Sunday. And now look at it. 68 cannot come on Monday. Always the point is what is left out from numbers. 100 is fixed. 77 is left out. 81 is fixed. 118 is fixed. 53 and 106 are fixed. Now 68 and 77 are to be fixed. 68 cannot come on Monday, so 68 has to come on Sunday. And 77 has to come on Monday then. So the arrangement for numbers is done. Now who's 77? D77. So D is fixed. Yeah? D is fixed. Last point. C does not sell coffee either on Saturday or Sunday. See, Saturday is already blocked for B, so let's forget about that. C does not sell on Sunday. C cannot come on Sunday. If C cannot come on Sunday, C either comes on Tuesday or Thursday. Next point says C sells after E. C sells coffee after E. See, you know that C can either come on Tuesday or Thursday. C cannot come on Sunday. If you take C on Tuesday, E should come on Monday. But E is already blocked for D. So C cannot come on Tuesday. C has to come on Thursday. And since we know C sells after E, E has to come on Tuesday. E cannot come on Sunday because E has to be before C. And now there is only one shop left out, which is A. Yeah, so that's done. This is the final arrangement. 77D, 100E, 81G, 118C, 106F, 53B and 68A. Let's look at the questions quickly. Two coffee shops sold coffee in difference of 12 on successive days. Less coffee sold on which day? So he said there are two coffee shops which sold coffee in difference of 12. The difference between the coffee cups sold is 12 and these were on successive days. So less coffee is sold on which day? Remember, out of these two, less is sold on which day. Don't directly check the least one. Least one is 53, so mark Saturday as the answer. Find out for which two consecutive days is the difference 12. I think C and F. 118 minus 106, the difference is 12, right? Now less coffee sold on which day? Thursday, Friday are the days. Less coffee sold on which day? Friday. So Friday is the answer for the first question. Friday. Which of the following combinations is correct for number of coffee in shop? Yeah. Just check the combination. Number of coffee in shop. 81D, 81E, which is correct? 81 is G. Okay. So 81D, 81E are wrong. 118C or 100A? 118C is correct. 100A is also wrong. So 118C can be taken as the answer. 118C, option 3. Right? Now which of the following number of copies sold by A? Total number of coffee cups sold by A. And the least number of coffee were sold on which day? Let's answer these two questions. A and least was sold on which day? So A sells 68 cups and least was sold on Saturday, right? 53 is the least number which was sold on Saturday. So least number of coffee cups were sold on Saturday and A sold 68 cups, right? A sold 68 cups. And this question here was, which of the following combination is not true? Which is not true? Monday 77D, check. Monday 77D is true. See, remember, be careful, not true it says. So Monday 77D is true. Oh sorry, next option is what? Tuesday 100E. Tuesday 100E. Tuesday 100E is also true. Wednesday 81G. Wednesday 81G is also true. Sunday 100F. Sunday 100F is false because Sunday is 68 and A. So this is not true. Friday 106F, we can verify quickly. Friday 106F, yes, Friday 106F is also true. So option 4 is the answer. So I think simple. Again, the same story. Answering questions is always easy. What takes time is the arrangement. And this, of course, was a simple linear arrangement. Ideally, should not take more than 2 minutes. 7 days, half of the information is directly given there. You just have to fill up the gaps based on that C coming after E. Right? That's the only critical part there. And that again is very easy to apply, right? Okay, let's take up the next one now. Okay, so we have this question on a number arrangement machine which arranges 2-digit numbers into typical manner, right? We have seen such questions in our earlier sessions as well. So we have the first input which has got 5 or 6 2-digit numbers which are like split into two boxes. Again, some operation is performed on that mathematical operation which gives you step 1. Some operation on step 1 gives you step 2 and so on. This is like machine input output, right? So an input is a stream of numbers here, and you just have to find out the operations performed from one step to the other step, apply the same operations on the given input, and then answer the questions. So that's like, again, simple thing to do once you know what is the step-by-step process. So let me present this question to you all and see how many of you are able to crack it. Look at the illustration, understand the steps, apply the same thing on the given input, and then answer the questions, right? Here we go. I'll leave you with this for about 2-3 minutes. Let's see how many of you get it right. Got it? Here we go. So it says, study the information given below and answer the questions carefully. A number arrangement machine arranges 2-digit numbers into a typical manner. Each step gives output taking input from the previous step. The following is an illustration of input and rearrangement, right? So this is the illustration, what we see on the left side of the screen, right? This is the illustration. You have to follow the illustration and apply it on the given input. Using this illustration, answer the questions given below. Some mathematical operations are done in each step. No mathematical operation is repeated in the next step, but it can be repeated with some other mathematical operation. Okay, so as multiplication can be used with subtraction in step 1, the same cannot be used with addition. The same can be used with addition in step 2. So basically, you have to identify the mathematical operations. Now some hint is given from input to step 1, you see. It says in step, so the numbers we have are 4, 6, 3, 1, 7, 2, 1, 2, 4, 3 and 2, 1, right? Now in the step 1, the 86 that we have got is some combination of 46 and 12. It's some combination of 4, 6 with 1, 2. Now if you see, I think easy. It's 4 into 2, 8. That gives you the first step, 4 into 2. And then 6 into 1 gives you 6. Similarly, if you see 31 and 43, if you see, you multiply the first digit and the first digit of first number and second digit of second number. So 3 into 3, 9. 1 into 4, 4. Now 7 into 1, 7. 2 into 2, 4. So why don't we just do that on the given input, right? Here is the new input, 35, 41, 32, 13, 72 and 23. Now what will come in the first block? See, we have all 2-digit numbers. So the first block will use what? 3, and see, these two are combined together, right? Combination of these two basically. So 3 into 3, 9, 5 into 1, 5. Then combination of these two. So 4 into 2, 8, 1 into 7, 7. And finally the combination of these two. 3 into 3, 9, 2 into 2, 4. Yeah? I think the first step is done. 95, 87, 94. Now comes the next part. How do we get step 1 to step 2? From step 1 to step 2. So 3 numbers, 86, 94 and 74 have become 84 and 82. Now this is a typical step. Let me tell you, when I tried solving it, even I couldn't crack it. And I had to look up at the solution to find out what the logic is. Because that's what it is with coding and decoding, right? This is like coding and decoding. Some logic is there behind that. What is the logic you have to identify? And there are, infinite such logics. Now if you see, I'll tell you how 84 has been obtained. Consider only the first digits. I'll use a different color to highlight it. You see, consider only the first digits of all the 3 numbers here, 8, 9 and 7. Sum them up. 8 plus 9, 17, 17 plus 7. So 8 plus 9 plus 7. 8 plus 9, 17, 17 plus 7, 24. Multiplied by 2. 24 into 2, 48. Reverse that. Right? Reverse that. Let me write reverse like this. Dash. Meaning you are reversing it. So 8 plus 9, 17 plus 7, 24. 24 into 2, 48. 48 you write in the reverse order. 4, 8, 48. That's how we get it. So what do you do for the second step? You take the second digits. 6, 4 and 4. So 6 plus 4 plus 4. 10 plus 4, 14 into 2. 14 into 2 is 28. Write it in reverse order, we get 82. Now, you will be like, who's going to do this in the exam? Yes, exactly. You will not get this in the exam. Or, I did not get this in the exam. If somebody has got this in like 30 seconds, if this logic can be obtained in 30 seconds by anyone, I think he's got a really good and quick thinking. Because arriving at that logic is, hard to decipher in 30 seconds or 1 minute. Yeah, but that's how it is. There's no shortcut. If you ask me what's the formula, how should I answer this question, I don't have a solution for that. You either get the logic in the exam or you don't get it. If you don't get it, just leave it. That's the tricky part. So be careful when you are answering such questions, right? If you are unable to find out the logic, just leave and move to the next one. Okay? So now let's do the same thing. We have to find out the two numbers, right? There are three operations. Add the first digits of all three numbers, multiply by 2 and reverse. So now you see what happens. 9 plus 8, 17 plus 9, 26. Yes or no? Are you able to follow? 9 plus 8 plus 9. All the first numbers. 9, 8 and 9. Into 2. How much is that? 9 plus 8, 17, 17 and 9, 26. 26 into 2 is 52. But you have to reverse that. Right? Reverse 52 becomes 25. So 2, 5 comes here. Now, do the second digits 5, 7 and 4. So 5 plus 7 plus 4 into 2. 5, 7 and 4. So 5 plus 7, 12. 12 plus 4, 16. 16 into 2, 32. Reverse that, 23. Remember, we are reversing it. It gives you 32. Reverse it, becomes 23. Now, I think the step 2 to step 3 is easy, right? 8 minus 8 gives you 0. 4 minus 2 gives you 2. So basically difference of these two and difference of these two. Difference of the first digits and difference of the second digits. So we get single digits here. 2 minus 2 is 0. 5 minus 3 is 2. And what's the last step? 0 plus 2. I think it is a sum. Simple sum, right? So 0 plus 2, 2. So I think that's the process. And now we can answer the question. There will be a lot of questions involving the sequence that we have got, right? Remember, this is step 1. This would be step 2, step 3 and step 4. Let's look at the questions. I think this we have already done. What is the value we get in step 4 from the given input? I think we get 2, right? Step 4 is the last step. We got 2, right? We got 2, yes. Then, which of the following represents the product of the first digit of the second block and second digit of the first block in step 1 of given input? Okay. First digit of second block and second digit of first block. The product of those two in step 1. So let me go back to step 1 here. Now, this is step 1. You see, first digit of second block is 8 and second digit of first block is 5. The product of these two. In step 1, we have got 3 blocks. Right? There are 3 blocks. 95 is a block, 87 is a block, 94 is a block. So first digit of second block and second digit of first block. So 8 and 5. What is the product of 8 and 5? 40. 40 is the answer. If the value in the final step is divided by 4, then which of the following is the resultant? See, in the final step, what did we get? We have got 2, right? We have already concluded that. So 2 should be divided by 4. What is the result? 0.5. Next, what will be the difference between the first digit of third block in step 1 and second digit of first block in step 2? First digit of third block in step 1. Find that out first. First digit of third block in step 1. Third block, first digit. Yes or no? Step 1, third block, first digit, 9. So we are referring to 9 here. This is 9. And second digit of first block in step 2. Second digit, first block, step 2. First block, step 2, first block, second digit, 5. 5. What do we have to do? Difference. Difference of 9 and 5 is 4. Okay, if 4 is added to each block in step 3, which of the following will be the values in step 3? 4 is added to each block in step 3. Which of the following will be the values in step 3? 4 has to be added. Step 3, 4 has to be added. 0 plus 4, 4. 2 plus 4, 6. Yes or no? So it becomes 4 and 6. Add 4. 0 plus 4, 4. 2 plus 4, 6. So 4 and 6. 4 and 6, option 4. So I think this question has got us playing with numbers. You just have to find out the logic behind the given steps, then do the same step-by-step process on the given input and answer the questions. Yeah, but these could be tricky. Like puzzles again, right? But you should try it out. You should not skip these questions. Spend 30 seconds. You will know if you are able to. If something is tricky, you will get to know in the first 30 seconds. There are hardly 4 or 5 steps. So quickly try those steps. See if you are able to find out the logic behind each step and then apply it on the given input. Because 5 marks can be obtained in about 2 minutes, right? That's the beauty of this question. Okay, should we move on? Okay, let's take up. So we have a couple of questions on Okay, many of you have asked me to take up this last set of questions, right? I know, the last set of questions which is on ranking. We will do that, but before that, let's solve these two questions on syllogisms first, right? So I see that there are 5 questions here on statements and conclusions, coded inequalities, which I'm not going to solve, because in my view, coded inequalities is the easiest topic you can think of. You can score 5 marks in about 1 to 2. And here, we don't even have to deal with symbols, right? Everything is given directly. Statements are given, conclusions are given. You just have to read the statements, find the conclusions. 3 rules are there, 3 simple rules are there. Follow those 3 rules. Videos have been made available. Just follow those 3 rules, and I'm sure you will be able to answer those 5 questions without any difficulty. So I'm gonna skip these 5 questions because I'm confident that all of you will not only solve this question but get 5 on 5. Okay, so coded inequalities is done in my view. We will solve these syllogisms first. So here's the first question on syllogs. Try it out. 4 statements and 4 conclusions. Quick. 4 statements, 4 conclusions. Here we go. So the question is on syllogisms. As usual, we have to read all the conclusions and then decide which of the conclusions logically follows. I think the only thing that you must focus on is he asking you to find out what logically follows or what logically does not follow. I mean, what does not follow. Statements. Some roses are petals. Some roses are petals. All petals are fruits. All petals are fruits. All fruits are trees. All fruits are trees. Some trees are flowers. Some trees are flowers. So fruits and flowers, right? Be careful. I think a very simple basic diagram, and all positive statements, right? So there cannot be a conclusion which can be like, there cannot be a definite conclusion which has got no or some not in it, right? I mean, that's like one trick that you can remember. Anyway, let's check this. Conclusions. All trees being roses is a possibility. Now, if you look at the basic diagram, all trees are not roses, but it is possible that all trees can be roses. So it is true. It is possible, right? It's a possibility. All trees can be roses. I mean, we can simply draw. I mean, if you ask me for a possible diagram, we can simply take one set and write roses, petals, fruits, trees and flowers, everything in it, right? Some roses are petals, yes, some roses are petals. All petals are fruits, yes, all petals are fruits. All fruits are trees, yes, some trees are flowers, yes. You understand? So all trees being roses is possible. Similarly, all fruits being petals is also possible. Same diagram, same possible diagram. All fruits being petals is possible. If you look at the basic diagram, all fruits are not petals. Only some fruits are petals. But it's possible that all fruits can be petals. So 1 follows and 3 follows. I mean, of course, we have not checked 2 and 4 yet, but 1 and 3 follow based on the same possible diagram. Now, I think here itself, I can eliminate option 1, option 3 and option 4. Why is it so? Because we know that 1 and 3 definitely follow. Definitely follow meaning not definitely follow, but 1 and 3 are correct. Here 3 is not given. Here 1 and 3 both are not given. And here 1 is not given. So answer should either be option 2 or option 5. Now let's check. I think you don't have to worry about conclusion number 2 if you see. Right? Because, or check how much time does it take. Doesn't matter. Some flowers are fruits. Some flowers are fruits. No. 2 does not follow. Flowers and fruits do not overlap at all. Right? Fruits and flowers do not touch at all. So can we say some flowers are fruits? No. See, this is a definite conclusion type. Conclusion number 2 is a definite type conclusion. And a definite type conclusion should satisfy the basic diagram and the possible diagrams as well. This does not satisfy the basic diagram itself. Some flowers are fruits is failing here in the basic diagram. So it's wrong. 2 does not follow. Now check the 4th one. All petals are trees? Yes. All petals are trees. And it will always be trees. You draw any diagram, all petals will be trees. The shortcut is this. See, when you say all petals are fruits, right? Wherever we have fruits, we can write petals. I have explained this multiple times in the past. Explaining it once again. When we have all A's are B's, wherever we have petals, we can write fruits. Yeah? Meaning wherever we have A, you can just replace it with B. A is equal to B. B is not equal to A. B need not be equal to A. But A is equal to B. So wherever we have petals, we can write fruits. Like for example, some roses are petals, right? So we can say some roses are fruits. Anyway, that does not help here because the conclusion is all petals are trees. Similarly, all fruits are trees. So all fruits are trees meaning wherever we have fruits, we can write trees. All A's are B's meaning A is equal to B. Wherever you have A, you can just replace with B. So all fruits are trees, right? Wherever you have fruits, just write trees. So I can replace these fruits with trees. So what does the conclusion become? All petals are trees. So you see, just by looking at the statement, itself, we can say all petals are trees. So all petals are trees is always true. I mean, either you go by the diagram or you go by this logic. Yeah. So 1, 3 and 4 follow. 1, 3 and 4 follow. Option 2 is the answer. Here's the next one. Here. So statements, no pens are shirts. No pens are shirts. Right? No pens are shirts. So pens and shirts do not touch each other. All shorts and pants are shirts. All skirts are shirts. So I think I'll have to draw a big circle representing shirts here. This is shirts. So no pens are shirts. Pens and shirts do not touch each other, right? Let's say pen is PE. No pens are shirts. All shorts and pants are shirts. Let's say this is SHI actually, because all are starting with S. Then all shorts and pants are shirts. So all pants are shirts. All shorts are shirts. And all skirts are shirts. All skirts also are shirts. Yeah, so that's the basic diagram. First statement, no pens are shirts. Pens and shirts do not touch each other. All skirts are shirts. All the skirts are inside shirts. All shorts and pants are shirts. All the shorts are inside shirts. All the pants are also inside shirts. Remember, minimum overlapping. You should always draw in such a way that least number of things overlap or encompass each other. Now look at the conclusion. The first one, some skirts being pants is a possibility. Yeah, some skirts being pants is possible. In the current basic diagram, no skirt is a pant, but some skirts can be pants. They can touch each other, right? It's possible. So first one follows. Yeah. So option 3 is eliminated actually. And option 4 also eliminated. Option 2 is also eliminated. Because I have already got one follows. Some skirts being pants is possible. Some skirts being pants is possible. So how can I say none follows? How can I say only 2 follows? How can I say 3 and 4 follow? Because 1 to definitely follows. Now check. No pant is pants. No pant is pants is true. Because pants cannot overlap with pants. Pants are completely inside shirts, right? So it cannot go outside shirt. If it cannot go outside shirt, it cannot touch pants. So no pants are pants is true. 2 follows. 2 also follows. Now the moment you get 2 follows, I don't have to verify 3 and 4 because first conclusion says 1 and 3 follow. How can 1 and 3 follow be correct? Because 2 definitely follows, right? So first option is also wrong. And hence fifth option is correct. Now what is smart here? The smartness here is we did not even check the third and the fourth conclusions because remaining options have been eliminated. So this is again very, very important. Use elimination technique. While you can solve the full question, but if you can if you can eliminate 4 of the options even in half of the solution, you're done, right? You have got the right answer. So I think I will leave it here. I will not solve the remaining part of the question because I have got the answer just by verifying the first and second conclusions. Answer is option 5. Answer has to be option 5 because 1, 2, 3 and 4 are wrong. Option 1, option 2, option 3 and option 4 are wrong. Remember, out of 5 options, 1 is correct and 4 are wrong. Either find out which one is correct or find out which 4 are wrong. In this particular case, finding out which 4 are wrong proved easier than finding out, or faster than finding out which one is correct. So that's smartness, right? Now my question to you all is, how many of you verified all the 4 conclusions? I'm sure there are many who verified all the 4 conclusions. I think there are 2-3 questions on directions which are very, very straightforward. So I would not take those. Yeah. The only thing which I think worth taking now is the question that we had on arrangement, right? And after that, I think I can conclude. I can close the session. So let me present this to you all, right? I'll present this question, leave you all with this question for about 2 to 3 minutes. Try it out. And then we will discuss, of course, and then close the session because I think all of these are pretty straight. There are a couple of questions on alphabet also, but answers have been very well explained in the All India mock exam. And you know how to answer such questions. We have discussed like a million times, right? Like how many pairs of letters are there in between the word, in the word wonderful, which have got as many letters in between them as in the actual alphabet. You know what to be done there, right? Follow our videos on alphabet, you will learn it. So last question from the session today on this puzzle, which was on ranking and ordering, which I think most of you found it to be difficult. There's a 3 marks puzzle. Let's try it. Here we go. The question is on your screens now. Try it out quick. Remember, in solving this puzzle, you will need the questions also because the data given in the puzzle is not enough to arrange everything. You have to use what the point given in the question along with the data in the puzzle to answer it. I hope all of you are trying it out. Okay, so here we go. Look at this. Study the information given below and answer the questions that follow. So I think we have been given some 5 or 6 clues straight away, right? The first one says 7 friends A, B, C, D, E, F and G take a series of 3 tests. No 2 friends get same marks. C never scored the highest marks. A scores the lowest marks in 2 tests. C always scores more than F and F always scores more than A. Also, no 2 of them are in consecutive positions. G always remains in the bottom 3 ranks, but in a progressive manner. So I think that's the data given about 7 friends who have taken 3 different tests, a series of 3 tests. Now, if you observe, there's not enough data here. I mean, we have only been given like C never scored highest marks, A always scores lower. I mean, A scores lowest marks in 2 tests. G always remains in the bottom 3 ranks, but in progressive manner. C always scores more than F. F always scores more than A. And also, no 2 of them are in consecutive positions. And then there are 3 different tests here. So basically, the point is, the data is not complete. The data will only give us some sequence or some idea about how the whole thing would look like. Alright? But then, if you observe the question, there is some data given in the question. For example, if you look at the first question here, it says if B and D are in consecutive positions, which of the following cannot be true? Likewise, if you look at the other 2 questions also, which have been given along with this data, some information will be given in the question here. So we have to use the information given in the question, like if B and D are in consecutive positions, which of the following cannot be true, which of the following can be true, and so on. So use the information given in the question along with the data given in the question to get the answer. That's the approach. So first of all, what we shall do is we'll read all the clues given to us, and we'll try to do the possible arrangements. Let's see what all do we get. Okay. So let me get some space here. So here we go. Note that we are ranking them from 1 to 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there are 3 tests actually. Test 1, test 2, and test 3, let's say. Right? That's what we are trying to do. Yeah? Don't do all this drawing in lines and stuff in the exam. I'm just trying to keep it neat for the sake of explanation. Now read the points. 7 friends A, B, C, D, E, F, G take series of 3 tests. This is okay, the basic here. No 2 friends get same marks, meaning every case you will have different ranks. 2 persons cannot have the same rank is the idea in any test. Like both A and B having rank 3, both C and F having rank 4, all that is not possible because no 2 friends have got the same marks. If your marks are not same, your ranks will also not be same. C never scored highest marks. C never scored highest marks, meaning what? C can never come in the first position. C cannot come in the first position. For any test, C cannot come in the first position. So remember that. So pictorially I have noted this. C cannot come in the first position. A scores the lowest marks in 2 tests. How do you understand this? A scores the lowest marks in 2 tests. Meaning, out of the 3 tests, A will score lowest marks in 2 of the tests. Now, which 2 doesn't matter. Because see, we are not looking at arranging the ranks with respect to the test. It's all about within the test, what will happen. 3 different tests. A scores lowest marks in 2 tests. So let's say in test number 1 and in test number 2, A has scored lowest marks. A has not scored lowest in test 3. Somebody else has scored lowest in test 3. If you look at the next point, C always scores more than F and F always scores more than A. C always scores more than F and F always scores more than A. Always meaning in each test. So in all the 3 tests, C has got more than F and F has got more than A. So C should be greater than F and F should be greater than A. That's the idea. Yeah. Also, no 2 of them are in consecutive positions. Also, no 2 of them. Who's them here? Them is C, F and A. No 2 of C, F and A are in consecutive positions. No 2 of C, F and A are in consecutive positions. What does it mean? For example, you see A has scored lowest in all the cases. F should be more than A and C should be more than F. Now, F cannot come in 6th position because no 2 of them are in consecutive positions. Out of C, F and A, no 2 are in consecutive positions. So since A has already taken 7th position in the first test and second test, F cannot come in 6th position. F can come in 5th, F can come in 4th and so on. And accordingly, C will take some other position. They cannot be in consecutive places. At least one gap has to be there. So F cannot come in 6th position in these 2 tests. F has to come in 5th or maybe 4th. If F comes in 5th, C cannot come in 4th. C can come in 3rd. Or C can come in 2nd also. Yeah. So that's the idea. You have to remember that C is greater than F is greater than A with a gap of 1. With a minimum gap of 1. So we'll try to use this right after this. Let's look at the next point. G always remains in the bottom 3 ranks. G always remains in the bottom 3 ranks, but in a progressive manner. Now G always remains in the bottom 3 ranks, but in a progressive manner. Meaning what? G always has got 5th or 6th or 7th rank. Bottom 3 ranks. Bottom 3 ranks are 5, 6, 7. But in a progressive manner. You know what is meant by progressive manner? There are 3 tests. G has always been in the bottom 3 ranks, but in a progressive manner, meaning in one test he has got last rank, but in other tests he must have got 6th rank, and then in the first test he must have got 5th rank. So definitely if he is in the last 3 ranks always, and in a progressive manner, in one of the tests he will be last, and that test has to be test 3 only, because in the first 2 tests A has taken the last position. In the first 2 tests we have assumed A has taken the last position. Assuming it was given that A scores lowest marks in 2 tests. So obviously in the third test G will be last. G can be taken in 6th in the second test and 5th in the first test, or maybe 6th in the first test and 5th in the second test. See, that sequence of whether a G was 5th in first test or second test does not matter. What is important is G has to show progressive ranking from 5th to 7th actually. I mean 7th to 5th basically. Yeah. So he is always in the last 3 positions, last 3 ranks, 5, 6, 7, but in a progressive manner. Okay. So that's the point. So we have used this last point, G always remains in the bottom 3 ranks but in a progressive manner. We have used A scored lowest marks in 2 tests, and 1, 2, 3 were anyway basic points. We have also noted that C cannot come in the first position. Now what is critical here is point number 5, which says C is greater than F and F is greater than A with a minimum gap of 1. Now try to understand. We know that C cannot come in the first position in any of the tests. C cannot come in the first position, right? Now look at test number 1. What happens in test number 1? If you take C in the second position, there should be a minimum gap of 1 for F. So F can come in 4th and then A comes here. There is no other choice. Is there any other way that we can arrange C, F, A in the first test? No. You take C in the second position, F comes in 4th position and then A comes here. Minimum gap of 1 is retained, right? C, F, A. Suppose you take C in 3rd position. Then F has to come in alternate position, right? So F has to come in 5th position, but 5th is already blocked by G. So then F has to come in 6th position, which is not allowed because F and A will become together. You are able to follow? So with respect to test number 1, the only way possible is C takes 2nd position and F takes 4th position. C, F and A. So between C and F there is a gap of 1, and between F and A there is a gap of 2, which is fine. So C is scored more than F, F has scored more than A, and no 2 of them are consecutive. C cannot be taken in 3rd position here, because if C is taken in 3rd position, F has to come in 6th position, and then F and A will become together. So with respect to first test, this is only possible, right? Now try to do the same thing, C, F, A in the second test. You may get multiple possibilities. Let's see what happens. For example, if you take C in 2nd position, then F has to come in 4th position, A comes here. One more possibility is C is in 4th position, C is in 2nd position, F can come in 5th position also. Even that is possible. Even whether F comes in 4th position or 5th position, he will not be consecutive with A, and nor will he be consecutive with C. And the sequence is also maintained, C greater than F greater than A. Which means with respect to case 2, there are 2 possibilities. So let me duplicate that. I'm taking it as 2 dash. What I'll do is, first of all, I'll duplicate what was there in 2. G, A in the last 2 positions. Yeah, 6 and 7. Now try to fix this C, F, A. So what happens? C can come in 2nd position only. F can come in multiple positions. C comes in 2nd position. F can either take 4th place or F can take 5th place. You understand? C is 2nd. After a gap of 1 we have F. After a gap of 2 we have A. C is 2nd. After a gap of 2 we have F, and then a gap of 1 we have A. So C, F, A, that sequence is retained. C greater than F greater than A. C greater than F greater than A. Yeah, so in all the cases we have got C in 2nd position so far. Some change is there, always some change is there, right? No 2 are same. No 2 of these 4 cases are same. This is case number 1, case number 2, case number 3, case number 4. Now there is one more possibility. With respect to test number 2, there is one more possibility. C can come in 3rd position as well. C can come in 3rd position as well. If C comes in 3rd position, then F has to come in 5th position. So let me take that also. I'll take it as 2 double dash. 2, let's say double dash. What was it? G and A were fixed. The only things which are fixed were G and A. They will take the bottom 2 positions. Now what happens to it? C and A. We have already considered the possible positions, all the possible cases when C is 2nd. But what if C is 3rd? See, C cannot be 1st. That is for sure. In case number 2, for test number 2 or any test, C cannot be 1st. If C is in 2nd, there are 2 possible positions for F. But what if C is in 3rd? If C is in 3rd, then F cannot be 4th, because then C and F will become consecutive. F has to be 5th. So C, F, A sequence is written C greater than F greater than A, and there is a gap of 1 between F and A. And there is a gap of 1 between C and F also. Can C come in 4th position? No, not possible. Because if you take C in 4th position, then F has to be 5th. Which will violate the condition that no 2 of them are in consecutive positions. So I think these are the possible cases with respect to case number 2. Right? If you take C in 3rd position, F comes in 5th, A comes in 7th. Now do the same thing in case number 3. Now in case number 3, in case number 3, what happens? CFA. C cannot come in first position for any test. C comes in second, let's say. F comes in fourth. A comes in sixth. That's the only possibility because G has taken the last position. You see, G has taken the last position, right? In this case, G has taken the last position. C, F and A have to come with a gap of at least 1. C can take at best second rank. So if C takes second rank, what will happen? F will take fourth rank, no choice. And A will take sixth rank. You cannot take any other position for F because if F comes, let's say, in fifth position, A will anyway come in sixth position only, and then they will become together. You are able to follow. So that's the only possibility with respect to CFA for case number 3. I mean for test 3. So basically test number 1 and test number 3 will give you only one possibility. Test number 2 has given you 3 possibilities. All 3 of them have been considered. 2, 2 dash and 2 double dash. Right? So I think 5 cases are possible with the given data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points which have been given here. There are 5 different ways of considering the arrangement. Now, how many more places are left out? Out of 7 friends, we have only marked C everywhere, F everywhere, A and G. So C, F, A and G are done. B, D, E are left out. Now B, D, E can take. So actually if you see, if you have to find out the actual answer from this data, there will be a lot of cases because within 1 B, D, E can be arranged in 6 ways. Within 2 B, D, E can be arranged in 6 ways. 3 factorial, right? 3 factorial is 6. 6 into 5, 30 possible arrangements will be there. 30 different arrangements will be there. Okay. So what we will do is we'll jump to the questions with this data and then fill the gaps. So the remaining data has to be considered from question. So here's the question. You look at this. See what it says. First question. If B and D are in consecutive positions, which of the following cannot be true? So basically he says B and D have to be in consecutive positions. B and D have to be in consecutive positions. Now go back. B and D both are people who have not been placed here. B, D, E actually. B and D both are people who have not been placed. Now, which possibility out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 has got consecutive places available? See, case number 1 there are no consecutive places available. Case number 2 also has got 1, 3 and 5th rank open. Meaning consecutive positions are not open. The only places where consecutive positions are open are case number 4 and case number 5. In case number 4, 3 and 4 are open. In case number 5, 1 and 2 are open. So let me use a different color to take this possibility, right? B and D are in consecutive positions, meaning B/D or D/B. Again, let's not duplicate and consider all the possible cases. B/D or D/B. This is for question number 1. Right? The light blue color is to take the data from question number 1. Yeah? Now, so B and D are in consecutive positions. So only case number 4 and 5 can be considered. Then he says, so if B and D are in these 2 positions, who is left out? E. E will be the topper according to case number 4 and E will come in 4th rank according to case number 5. So let's look at the data now. Which of the following cannot be true? Which of the following cannot be true if B and D are in consecutive positions? B scores the highest marks. B scores the highest marks is possible, right? He says what cannot be true? B can score highest marks. If you take B here and D here, B has scored highest marks is possible. So this cannot be. This can be true. This can be true, hence it is wrong. G scores lowest marks. No, lowest marks here are scored by A always. G scores lowest marks cannot be true. You understand? G scores the lowest marks. Can this be? Which of the following cannot be true? This cannot be true. G scores lowest mark cannot be true. Because A has scored lowest marks, right? In both the cases we see A has scored lowest marks. How can we say G scored lowest marks? So what cannot be true is option 2. Yes or no? Let's verify the remaining options also. D scores the highest marks. D scores the highest marks is also possible. Either B or D can score highest marks. So that can be true. A scores the lowest marks. A scores the lowest marks is actually definitely true. So this is anyway wrong. None of this. So G scores the lowest marks cannot be true. You understand? G scores the lowest marks cannot be true. Some of you are asking me to explain statement number 2. No 2 friends get same marks. No 2 friends get same marks means what? No 2 friends get same marks meaning in any one test, test number 1 or test number 2 or test number 3 or test number 2 dash or test number 2 double dash, 2 persons cannot hold the same rank. No 2 friends have got same marks meaning what? Every person has got a different number, meaning every person has got a different rank. So I cannot say both F and G have got 4th rank, both C and F have got 2nd rank, or both B and D have got same rank. That's not possible. That's not possible. right? No two friends have got same marks. It's not possible. Meaning two persons cannot have same rank. No position can be occupied by two persons at the same time. Now don't misunderstand that B and D have occupied the same position. I am saying either B can come or D can come. If B is here, then D will be here. If D is here, then B would be here. That's the idea. So I think the first question is done. What cannot be true is G scoring lowest marks. Now let's take the next question. Here's the next one. If G and F are in alternate positions and D scores highest marks, which of the following must be true? So what I'll do is, I think I'll go back and erase whatever you have done in the previous question, right? Because these were with respect to the previous question. Are you able to follow? I'm erasing this all because this was according to the data given in question number 1. Now we are checking question number 2. So we have to consider all the cases again. Yeah? That's the complexity here. So look at it. The next question. The next question says G and F are in alternate positions. G and F are in alternate positions and D scores highest marks. D has scored highest marks. So which of the following must be true? Which of the following must be true? Which of the following must be true? So first of all, D scored highest marks. Fix that. D scored highest marks. In all the cases, I can say D scored highest marks. Possible, right? Then he says G and F are in alternate positions. G and F are in alternate positions. Okay, so case number 1 cannot be considered. Case number 1 cannot be considered because G and F should be in alternate positions. Okay, G and F are in alternate positions. Yeah. So case number 1 cannot be considered. Case number 4 cannot be considered. Case number 5 cannot be considered. And case number 3 also cannot be considered because G and F are not in alternate positions. There is a gap of 2 between them. So only possible case is case number 2. Yes or no? So I think what I'll do is I'll delete D from 1, 3, 4, 5 because that's not possible at all. You getting my point? The only case which satisfies this is case number 2. G and F to be in alternate positions, right? Only case number 2 has got G and F in alternate positions. Here G and F are together. 4 and 5 also G and F are together. And in 3, G and F are not alternate. There is a gap of 2 between them. So G and F in alternate positions and D scores highest marks. D scores the highest marks, yeah? Then 3 and 5th position will be taken by whom? See, D comes here. This will be B or E, E or B. So which of the following must be true? Which of the following must be true? D and E are in alternate positions in terms of rank. D and E are in alternate positions. Check. D and E are in alternate positions? No. It need not be. See, he says must be true. D and E may be in alternate position, may not be in alternate position. If E takes 3rd rank, then D and E are alternate. If E takes 5th rank, then D and E are not alternate. 5th rank is also possible for E. So this is not definitely true, right? He says must be true. It must be true. Is it always true? No. A and E are in alternate positions in terms of rank. Will A and E be in alternate position? No, because E's position is not fixed. E can be 3rd or 5th. If E is 5th, then A and E are alternate. If E is 3rd, then A and E are not alternate. So this also is not definitely true. G scores lowest marks? No, A scores lowest marks. So this is wrong. F lies exactly between B and E in terms of rank. F lies exactly between B and E. Check. Yes, you see F is exactly between B and E. Whether this is BFE or EFB, F is exactly between B and E. Right or not? F is exactly between E and E. So whatever be the case, whether it is DCBFEGA or DCEFBGA, F is exactly between B and E. So option 4 is definitely true. And the last question now. What's the last question? I'll use a different color again so that you understand the. So what I'll do is I'll clear everything with respect to the case 2. I mean, whatever we have done in orange there. So here's the question. If E secures the same rank in all the 3 cases, but does not score the highest marks, what is his rank? This is an interesting condition. He says E secures the same rank in all the 3 cases, meaning all the 3 tests. Cases here refers to tests. There are 3 different tests, right? So E secures the same rank in all the 3 tests, but does not score the highest marks. So E should not be highest, but he should get the same rank in all the 3 tests. So what will be his rank? Check. E has to get the same rank in all the 3 tests, but not the first rank. So if you observe, if he has to get the same rank in all the 3 tests, but not the first rank, so E cannot take the first position. Yeah. Now in all the 3 tests, if he has to get the same rank, remember there are 3 possibilities. We can say he can get 3rd rank, 1, 2, 3. What is his rank? I think we should say answer Cannot be determined because there are three combinations possible. You understand? 1, 2, 3 is one thing. 1, 2 dash and 3 is the other thing. And 1, 2 double dash and 3 is the other thing. Third thing. Yeah? Or maybe, yeah. He says he has scored the same rank. He has got the same rank in all the three cases. But not the first rank. Then I think, yeah, then third rank we can conclude, right? Because third rank is open for 1, 2, 3. If you take combination of 1, 2 dash 3, is there any common thing available? 1, 2 dash and 3. 1, 2 dash and 3. There also third rank is open. Yes or no? And if you take 1, 2 double dash and 3. 1, 2 double dash and 3. Third rank is not open. Fourth rank, fifth, yeah. So this is definitely ruled out. Because in 1, 2 dash and 3, same rank for E is not available. We see 1, 2 double dash and 3. If you take 1, 2 double dash and 3, first rank is open but E cannot take first rank. If you take second rank, it is already blocked by C. If you take third rank, here it is blocked by C. If you take fourth rank, anyway it is blocked by F. Fifth rank is blocked by G here and F here. Sixth and seventh are anyway blocked. Right? So the only possibility, so case 1, 2 dash and 3 combination does not give anything. If you take 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, the only rank available for E is rank 2. I mean rank 3, sorry. And if you take 1, 2 dash 3 also, the same thing. Even in 1, 2 dash and 3 combination, the common rank that E can take is this. Third rank. Yes or no? So out of the three combinations of the three tests, 1, 2 dash 3, 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2 double dash and 3, the only thing which gives you same rank for E but not the highest marks is third rank. So option 1 should be the answer. Alright, so that brings us to the end of this puzzle. A very interesting one. It was only for 3 marks. But you know, the challenge here was, while there were only 5-6 clues given, simple clues, there were 5 possibilities. Right? 5 possibilities. There are 3 different tests. Actually speaking, there are 3 different possibilities. 1, 2, 3 is one possibility. 1, 2 dash 3 is the other possibility. 1, 2 double dash 3 is the third possibility. 3 possible combinations. And then from the other piece of data which is given in the question, you have to see which of these combinations helps us and accordingly mark the answer. So what is complex here is that some part of the data is given in the question and based on that you have to fill the gaps. Right? And maybe it was easy for me here because I am using a digital screen. I can erase one color, use other color and stuff like that. But when you're doing it in the exam, if you've already filled something there, then when you're going to the second question, you have to remove whatever you have filled in the first question. So what would be smart here is to use pencils. Right? When you're solving this question in the exam, such type of questions in the exam, better use a pencil than a pen. So that you can use an eraser to clean whatever you have done in the first question. First question is solved now. And then fill the same thing. Otherwise, you'll have to repeat it for the second question, the whole thing again. You have to repeat the whole thing for the third question again. Okay? So this one I would say looks to be simple, but actually is tricky. Tricky because you get 3 different sets of possibilities. And it becomes more complex because of some part of data being available in the question. So one trick that you all can learn here is to use pencils for answering such one, because you don't have the flexibility of using different color pens in the exams, right? Or using a digital eraser to only erase whatever you want, because you've already written with a pen. Okay, so use pencils for such type of questions. Yeah, I think that would help to some extent. Anyway, with this we come to the end of this session. I have not chosen some of the questions intentionally because those are very basic. I think 2-3 questions from alphabet standard solution available in the mock test solutions also, and those questions on coded inequalities were very, very straightforward. Okay, so with this we come to the end of this session. I think what I would like to tell you all is not to worry about the score that you're getting in the exam, because that's not the primary metric that you have to measure. What you have to really measure is how your performance is changing with every exam. Are you repeating the mistakes or not? Are you checking different strategies? Every mock exam, if you apply the same strategy, then it makes no sense, because you have to try out 2-3 different strategies, like how to spend that 20 minutes in quantitative aptitude. You know, how do you want to start with data interpretation? Do you don't want to start with data interpretation? Right? How do you want to spend time on English language? How do you want to spend time on reasoning ability? So try out different strategies, and with each exam, analyze your performance properly and see how you can improve from there. Okay? Marks not necessarily may have to improve. It can, show a improvement also. But your strategy has to improve. You should not be committing the same mistake again. So I think I would strongly recommend all of you to take all the All India mock exams, participate in all the All India mock exams, and also participate in all the mock tests that we have published for you. Right? We are publishing a lot of mock papers, right? So take all those tests and keep practicing. That's the only key. The more you practice, the easier it gets. Okay? So thank you once again. See you in the next class.